For the residential real estate attorneys out there that are aware of the fact that we've started to dip our toes into the residential construction project realm, stepping a bit out of the commercial project realm that we typically work in, one thing we want you to understand is that we're not real estate attorneys. We're not looking to replace you. I've never done a closing. I've never negotiated a lease. I don't do financing. I don't do entitlements. I'm not a real estate lawyer. I'm a construction lawyer. And it's been my experience that most real estate attorneys who are great at all the things that I don't do are just not as well versed in what are the different project delivery methods and what are the different ways to price design and construction services, and what is a sensible way of making sure that insurable risks get insured, and how do we comply with laws that could make you strictly liable to your neighbor if you dig too close to their lot line, and what's the Mechanics Lane Act require from your homeowner clients. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we as construction lawyers do that you as real estate attorneys don't, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that you do that we don't do, and we can really launch you and your homeowner clients on a path to success. The whole point of this process-driven flat fee method of preparing good residential construction contracts, the point of it is for us to present an affordable, simple solution to your clients who are, buying property and wanting to build new homes, so that they can, ventilate the important issues with the contractor and the architect and the engineers and the lenders early in the project, wrap it all up in a sensible, suite of design and construction contracts, get the issue spotting that they need, and launch them on a path of success. And, we generally don't work on disputes where there's less than $1 million at stake. So it wouldn't be our intention to, work with your clients and, take over on the project entirely. In lieu of you, we would envision that they're typical residential real estate attorneys, and clients that resolve disputes on residential projects would continue to represent, the homeowners as always, but using a roadmap that we would help to establish through the process that we would undertake at the beginning to create these sensible design and construction contracts that will, help you and the clients understand, what do you need in the way of, sworn statements and lien waivers, and what does the content need to be, and how do you comply with prompt payment acts, and, how do you make sure that you don't, wind up with the wrong language in a contract that's going to void an insurance policy. And so, we hope that this flat fee process driven method of preparing good residential construction contracts that we're offering to homeowners, to your clients as residential real estate attorneys, we hope that this is something that is going to help them avoid terrible outcomes. We all know that the time that it takes to get to a trial in court, even on a residential project, is often, so prohibitively expensive that, litigation doesn't really become a good option, for a lot of homeowners that are involved in projects, even if we're talking about dollars that are fairly substantial, 50 grand, 100 grand, good luck in the Circuit Court of Cook County going to a disputed case, and get to a jury trial for, anywhere near that amount of money. And so if you don't have recourse to the courts as a great option, what do you have if you're looking for, win-win outcomes and good work for a fair price? And if you want your clients to have a chance of, achieving the kind of, excellent projects that they're hoping for, you need to be proactive, and you need to get into good design and construction contracts. And this flat fee process-driven method of preparing contracts is something that we hope will be a little bit different than the way that we prepare contracts on our commercial projects, but we hope that it's something that, is able to bring a lot of the good stuff that we have been serving our commercial clients with to, homeowners who, really could benefit from making sure that they've set a good foundation for having a dispute-free project, so that they're never in your office talking to you about, the bad options that they have, moving forward with arbitration or litigation. We, as construction lawyers, would hope to partner with you, our real estate attorney partners. We're certainly not looking to replace you, and frankly, we don't know enough to replace you. So what we're looking for is a partnership with you and your clients, not to displace you. And hopefully, it's something that will allow us to do very good things for our homeowner common clients, and help them achieve those excellent conflict-free projects that everybody hopes for when they're embarking on a new residential construction project.